Hello everybody, this is D285 providing commentary for Let's Play Kingdom Under Fire the Crusaders Regneirs campaign. Yes, it's finally time to start this now. So let's begin. Starting off with a face-off. Now, this first mission, if you're not paying attention, you might mess up on the first try, so first things first. These allied infantry are going to engage, and you are going to have to go past them. You want to go north, basically. And you'll see where you have to go just a bit. After this cutscene finishes.
The orcs are having trouble. We march to the altar.
Alright, yep. Now, you don't go to the altar of destruction just yet. You have to clean up some infantry first. Now, the first thing I do is I stay behind to fight off some infantry to get some SP going. Yeah, you have Regneirs infantry, you have Dark Elf archers, and Orc riders. Your Orc riders are going to be the ones responsible for getting your SP up during battle, and your archers will be the ones that heal. Their range on their magic sucks, though. Just keep that in mind. You'll be mostly fighting paladins during this mission, and paladins have magic, and their enemy leaders use mainly lightning magic, and also can use meteor as well. So at this point I start retreating. Oh no. This one I use my Orc Riders to distract the mortars, because there's two mortar groups that come in. And the first one comes up from the north and the other one comes up from the west. And right now I'm starting to retreat. You want to start retreating up to the north, but be careful because there's a hill up further, and if you go too far, they'll retreat to the hill and go in the wrong direction. So be careful of how far north. Like, yeah, right there. Make sure you're not clicking that they go to the top of the hill. So anyway, once you do that, retreat and go west, go northwest, and use your Orc Riders to distract some infantry, to distract some of the enemy infantry so that your archers can get away if they're a bit slow. So yeah, retreat to the northwest. Oh, and be sure to use your Orc Riders if you need to like hold up any mortars or archers or any infantry that's catching up to your guys. And you want to go to the corner where the arrow is. You want to have Regneir there and your archers right behind Regneir, so that way the enemy infantry doesn't go past you to your archers. Okay, now if you did that correctly, you should be all set. Regneir is gonna hold off the infantry, have the archers keep their shots close the target area of your archers' shots, and then go for the leaders. They look the same as the infantry, which will be hard to find them, but if you do find one, make sure you take them out because they can use magic and it will hurt you very badly. Also have your archers heal you while you're fighting. And then, in a moment of need, you can also hold down B to activate Regneirs overdrive mode, or whatever you want to call it, and he'll get fire damage and increased attack power. So, don't be afraid to use that. Focus your shots. Don't bother using elemental boosts. It's not worth it. And there you just saw me use magic. So yeah. I was basically keeping my Orc Riders back there to distract the mortar infantry, the mortar and archers, so that they don't attack me while I'm trying to kill these paladins. It can be really devastating if you don't do that. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go and finish off whatever's left, which is basically the mortars and any remaining infantry. And once you do that, you can head to the Altar of Destruction. Okay, now that we've gotten to the Altar of Destruction, now we begin the next phase. Send out your Orc Riders to activate the next wave of enemies, and there will be Storm Riders in that group. So once they start coming, you run back close to Regneir and get your archers ready. You can also cast a heal tree if you have enough SP. While your archers take down these Storm Riders, make sure Regneir is up front so that way the infantry doesn't get towards the archers.
Lord Regneir.
This happens for no apparent reason. I don't know why that screen blacks out though. Either way, those things will hurt. And the Storm Rider should almost be done in a matter of no time. Oh, and watch out, there's also magic. Fortunately, my riders didn't get hit, so no damage was done there, but be careful, they cast magic. And now while your Orc Riders are doing their Orc Rider thing, you can activate Regneirs. I call it fire mode. and basically mop the floor with them. If you want to. I guess it's a good time to talk about your officers. Your officers' special abilities are not that useful. In fact, don't bother using their abilities. Regneir does enough damage on his own, so... Lionheart has bats and bars, basically an all melee character, but don't bother upgrading their abilities past 10. Any of them. So yeah. Once that is done, you move towards the northeast. Alright, so now if you have the units positioned the way I have them right there, go and activate it. I want to go to this point in the northeast. You'll see the Patrical Army.
Lord Regneir.
Basically golden ass paladins. And the key to surviving this is to use Regneir's fire mode.
Running away, are they? As I thought.
And if you get enough of them in your sleeping attacks, you will generate enough SP to keep it going for a very long time. So they'll chase you. You want to retreat to a better position, is what you want to do. And right there is where you want to go. So, there you go.
I have served you since the Hexter expedition. I have broken my kind's law to never swear fealty to other races. I pled to King Waldemar for permission to stay by your side. Overseers are reassigned yearly, but I stayed in Hexter to serve you.
I know, Dino.
I believe I have proven my loyalty to you in every way possible, my lord.
I'm always grateful for it, Reinhardt.
My lord, I must know what is happening to you. Please tell me.
First, let us finish them.
So yeah, anyway. That infantry unit behind those group of archers is a magic unit. You do not want them to cast magic spells. So I use my orc riders to keep them busy. And I guess it's a little late to go into Regneir's attacks, but let's go in anyway. If you hold Y during your second attack, you'll do this. It'll add fire to that attack. So it does a lot of damage too if they're not blocking. If they're blocking, it doesn't do a lot. If they're not blocking, then it does a whole lot. And the enemy will cast Meteor on my riders and not on Regneir. That's a good thing. Since the riders can outrun it, that's good. Keep them busy. You see how, because I'm hitting them enough, I'm keeping my SP up? That's something you want to keep in mind when using its fire. When there's a lot of enemies on screen, it's a good idea to activate it now. Be careful for the archers, though. I usually turn it off when the enemy's nearly dead. So the hardest part is keeping that magic inventory from casting spells, but I managed to do it alright, so yeah. The rest of this is pretty much easy to take care of. And for some reason the infantry in the back isn't attacking. Hold on. That meter didn't hit anything. So yeah, I'm basically mopping the floor with these guys, and they're not really that much of a threat anymore. So since the archers are dead. So yeah. Okay, so that's that mission. So that's the first mission of Regneir's campaign, and it can be pretty difficult if you don't know what to do. So, with that, thank you. If you got to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and, well, see ya.
Lord Regneir.
As I promised, I will tell you. Has the ancient heart.
The ancient heart? It truly exists?
Yes.
How can you be so sure?
I embody its power. It calls to me.
Rumen's army is fully retreating after being defeated by the united armies of dwarves and elves.
I did not expect much of her.
Moreover, there was a Cadiz spy among Rumen's troops, but the spy was killed while trying to contact the People Army.
And the rest of the troops?
Rumen and the remaining forces have just joined the main troop. Still, there is no sign of Lucretia, leader of the infantry.
Any other status reports from overseers?
Everyone seems busy trying to put down the Cadiz revolt.
Less eyes spying on me, then.
Indeed, my lord.